Then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab from man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Hey. Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back? Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back.
There ain't no time, this it. Playing skills, you did.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. It's a run. Watch the run. Check. 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 Kill, kill, kill. Legend. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Here we go.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
He was brought down by Matt Milano.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Let's 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on second down, Cunningham. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down, Baltimore.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get him! Get him! Get him! He's coming. Check him. Check him. I got wide. I got wide.
Here's Cunningham. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Cunningham. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Undercrush. 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 Go, go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, QB, come on. 50 wants the mic. Focus, defense, focus. 50 wants the mic. Zoom. Hey, I'm coming.
Cunningham to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike 51. Here we go.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Cunningham. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. Cunningham. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Myers' kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
You got nothing.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready? 50 wants the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
We got this.
Steelers nothing.
Here we go. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run on first down. Hines. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Hines. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Ready,
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run with Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This is Hines, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
He's coming. We got double.
Here's Hines. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down. All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Let's go. Hey, come on. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. Go, go. Check 37. Check 43. Mike 51.
You ain't doing nothing, Dad. You ain't doing nothing.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Say. Let it roll. Rest. Big dance. Come.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The first scoring update now from Carolina. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. Cross.
2nd and 3. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In for the score. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influence...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's going to keep it here. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Ringer, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the tight end, Luke Stocker, was the target. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Second and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 26, check 26.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready up. Hey, 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Where'd he go? Mike, check, 59. Where'd he go?
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go. Get the flag. 59. Army.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
36.
21-yard line.
Showing up. Oh, 61. Match box. Right.
They run again with Hines. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Hey, Noah. Watch the pass. Shit. 22, jet, cover.
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a short return to the 6-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. You can't block me. 51.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch out.
Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, play. Go, Mike 51.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
to throw on second down. Cunningham. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He was looking for Parker that time. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. All day, baby. All day. All day. All day.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Nyheim Hines with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We got to step it up. Go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go one more.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go. Shoot. Get it.
Kamara try the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 31. Check 31.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cunningham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Rip left, rip left. Fast, fast. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cunningham out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 81. Short.
On 4th down, Cunningham. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Turn up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Right back to him on first down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They come out here in the eye. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nyheim Hines with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now. Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Cunningham. And he comes back with one complete. And Kamara has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Check.
On first down, Hines. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Open man, it's Stacker. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. On second down now, it's Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
2nd and 15. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3.
We got this.
Final score, Steelers 31, Ravens 10.